Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me in the back? Is that a bald guy? All right, so here we are. You have all come. Not all of you have come. I don't know what we're all doing here. This is pretty fucked up to me. Because, I guess that's what Facebook does for you. So, we're gonna have a great show tonight. Let's give it up. We're gonna give it up for the Hogfish. Yeah? Huh? Make sure that you buy a lot of drinks while we're doing the show because they get a percentage. Make sure you tip your bartenders. You know they are single moms. Okay? Sure they are. That's just an assumption. Sorry, girls. So, 4 people. Who's talking? There's 4 people that are going to come up here and you know them and you love them. You all know them. You all love them. They're going to come up here. They're going to fill some time while I sober up. Bullshit. Well, I get one going. We're going to start with a man who was born angry. We all know him. I was kind of happy when he walked out on his job. We have to give it up for the renting of Nick. I cannot pronounce my own last name. Man, give it up! How are we doing tonight? I did not know there was going to be this many people here. Gotta love when you make drunk promises. It's pretty fucked up every single time I said I wanted to be on the show. But turns out I got open, which is also something that scares the shit out of me. Me and first experiences, we have like a half and half, good, bad ratio. Let me just get on into it. Like, for instance, my first day of pro ball, I play my game, I'm getting ready to walk out, and as I'm leaving, the coach grabs me and says, "Hey, where you going? You know, you're dirty bird." I was like, "Dirty bird? I don't even know what that means." But basically, he was letting me know that if I didn't shower before I left, I was going to have to pay a $50 fine. Like, shit, I haven't even got my signing bonus yet, so I better take a shower. Well, I got a little weird quick. If all you guys in here who've had showers in like a locker room setting, you know that you know your surroundings even when you're not really sure of your surroundings because you're watching your face, what have you. Well, as I get into my first shower, because I don't want to pay $50, I feel like a lot of friction near me. It's weird. It's kind of weird. Near me is in the process of happening. I know it's around. And as I'm kind of like washing my face off, I look over and there's this Dominican guy right here. And he is just jerking off. I mean, no joke, he was straight jerking off. And I don't know about any of you guys, but I really wish I had a time machine so I could go back, leave, and pay the fucking $50. Because that night, or that day, or whatever it was, a little part of the little boy inside me died. Which is probably why I'm kind of angry. That could be a problem. Then I started thinking about my good experiences when I decided to do something for the first time. For instance, we're in the Northwest. I live here now. I don't know if you guys that don't know me. I'm from Long Beach, California. So yes, I am an asshole. It just comes with the territory. But I went to Great Falls, Montana for my first assignment. And Abel, I don't know if you guys have ever been there. Do not go. It's pretty crazy. It's a good little town, but I decided to go to a strip club one night with a couple buddies, and it's called The Playground. And I was pretty pumped because they were saying dollar beers, which for all of you who know me, I'm a little bit of an alcoholic. Just a little, but I don't believe in quitting, so I keep it going. But anyways, dollar beers, I was pretty pumped, so I get in there, and no joke, they had like a plywood floor stage that they built. Not even a pole. What kind of strip club doesn't have a fucking pole? I mean, anyways. So the main attraction is just getting ready to get on stage, and I got 51s in my pocket because I don't think I'm gonna see anything worth 50 bucks. But anyways, turns out I did. A big ass guy gets on the stage like, give it up for Candy! All of a sudden, this big ass guy comes up on stage with a chair. I'm like, what kind of hotel is this? What's going on here? Next thing you know, one-legged stripper. I swear to God. Hand of God. I got so fucking excited. I grabbed my buddy. I said, hey, get the camera. You know, we all got the camera phones. Take a picture of this shit. I ran up. I made it rain on her ass. $51 bills. It was the greatest night of my life. Hands down. So, like I said, it's a give or take relationship. But first experience they're, I don't know, they could be good or they could be bad. Basically what I'm trying to get at. Anyways, I don't know if you guys know, but Sunday night, I'm pretty much done. That was all I got for you. I'm shy. But Sunday night, next Sunday, there's a huge Iron Man party. I just want to throw that out for Johnny, 10 years running. Everybody come get fucked up. Watch people do exercise really well. Because they've been training all year. And the last thing I want to say, I know all of you who have worked with me, I do bitch a lot. A fucking lot. And you know, honestly, it's because out of all the odd jobs I've had playing baseball, serving in a restaurant has got to be probably one of the most fucked up jobs ever. Hands down. I mean, the people are great, the money's awesome, but these people that you got to take care of, especially out here sometimes, like, fuck me. Really? So, I want to just apologize to all you people that had to deal with that. Thank you for being my rock while I was sucking fucking dicks and not getting shit for it. Because that shit sucked. Because as we all say, restaurants, it's where hopes and dreams go to die and where sexual harassment does not exist.
You just weren't expecting that, were you? Nick made a joke that was funny. We're gonna edit that out, and we're gonna put it on YouTube. So I've got a lot of comments tonight about this button. I keep redoing this button on my shirt because the hole's too big, which is a lot like the girl I dated in high school. I just made that joke up, just now. So we're going to continue on here. Make sure that, where's Christy? She's still paying for those tits, man, so. She's still paying for it. Give her money. Give her money. Probably the best investment she's ever made. I don't know where she's at here. One of them popped. She's in the bathroom.
And all the roads we have to walk are winding. And all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you.
You know, the next guy up is, I don't know if he's going to be funny or Nick or not. That was pretty good, though. I was pretty impressed with that. That was pretty good. So, the next guy up is a huge man. A huge man. He wakes up next to a new blonde every day. And then he realizes it's his eyebrow. You know him and love him. He was in the Flintstones on Broadway as Fred. Give it up for the biggest teddy bear you know, Matt. Woo! I used to be Bigfoot, but shaved for the comedy show. Woo! Fleeter. So, pretty pissed about going first like Nick. Please get drunk. So, laugh. Besides Cody, he's pretty fucking. So,
Yes, man.
you just said
I'm here.
alright. Welcome. So, if you haven't noticed, I'm tall. And 6'8", by the way, gray eyebrows, not going to come stain. No matter who tells you it's not. So, growing up tall, been tall since I was 14 years old. You get asked a lot of questions. How tall are you? I'm fucking sick of it. God damn it. Every fucking table I have. How tall are you? I just wanted to just make something up. 7'4", sure. Fuck off. How much do you weigh? Don't ask a fucking guy that. What do you want? So, I don't know why you look at me. Really nervous. This is my security blanket tonight. Okay, thank you. So, anyways, growing up tall, there's a lot of really fucked up things that you have to go through. And everyone's like, oh, no, chill. Yeah, we all know that. But you can't fucking hide from anybody. Not a single goddamn person on the planet. You can't hide from any single person. So, it's a true story about Dockside. So I'm walking away, and I think it was like my third week there. I gave somebody a nerd look or something. They walk up to the host and say, the tall gentleman gave me a nerd look. And it was Lance. And I'm like, dude, it wasn't me. Lance is like, really, motherfucker? So, other than that, you know, you got a gray eyebrow. And thank you. It's not blonde. I realize that every morning. So, you can't fucking hide from anything. Yeah, high school. It's a tall guy with a gray eyebrow. Wasn't me, I swear. So earlier, where'd he go? I can't believe there's two people my size here. Well, one person my size is outside. He's on his phone. I was gonna shh with it. Hey, fuck you. So, that's the funniest thing I've said all night. Hey, fuck you! But there's a lot of great things about being tall. I chatted this earlier. And it is a scientific fact, that for every inch taller you are than somebody, you're going to make $789 more a year than them. So I'm going to make about $7,000 more than you this year. So, congratulations. So, I mean, there are perks. Everybody knows the deal. Okay, so, moving on. Lost my train of thought. And security blanket isn't working. I need to find another traps. How's it going? New security blanket here. So, I don't know. I had a flip phone for 2 years. Please don't make fun of me. I got a smartphone. Thank you. Johnny! Like 3 months ago. So, I set it down probably the first week I had it. I take like 3 pictures. And somebody I work with picked it up. And the first thing that crosses my fucking mind is like, holy shit, what am I doing about the dick pics? I don't have any fucking dick pics on there, but that's the first thing that crosses my mind, I swear. You don't get your phone. Maybe not your phone. Your phone. Hey, it's phone guy, fuck you. Corey's phone, definitely. I know you get some big pics. So, it doesn't matter. Yeah, the first thing. I feel like no matter what happens, somebody picks up your phone, you're like, oh my fucking god. String through your mind. I know. So, anyways, wow, I'm losing, guys. Alright, next joke. No, you're in a bar, you're like, God damn it. Fuck. So, now with a smartphone, somebody doesn't take back in like 31 seconds. Like, fuck this motherfucker. I'm not fucking going to Beacon again. I'm not doing it. So, true story, happened last night. So, excuse me. Let me see your water. Alright. So, I got it done. I flew through my material faster than I thought. I do have a pretty funny story. It's the only story I have. I was in Reno for business. And that's a true story. I was flying back, and I tried to get to the airport, and I missed the flight by like 15 minutes, and I couldn't, so I sat in the airport for 8 hours. This little dark-skinned person, no offense, not racist, comes to sit down and he's smiling. I'm just like, what the fuck? There's like 37,000 seats. You come sit next to me, smile. So, I have my headphones in, and he talks to me, and I'm just like, God damn. Hey, how's it going? And, so, proceed to just watch my movie, Netflix, watch a movie. And excuse me. So we keep going. Like 2 hours later, I move. I go to take a nap. I wake up, the guy's sitting in front of me smiling. How's it going? So, anyways, he starts to talk to me. And I say the only thing in French I know because he looks a little Hispanic, so I don't want to pretend I know Spanish. So I'm like, and he starts speaking fucking French to me. Like, no, not a goddamn way. I'm like, fuck my life. And so, it's the biggest asshole thing I've ever done in my life. I just like, dude, I don't want to fucking talk to you. I don't. Don't want to fucking talk to you. So, so I get in line for the airplane, I'm all excited, just been in there for fucking 8 hours. Get on airplane, the dude sit next to me. So, I'm like, alright, so I put my earphones in, halfway through the flight, he taps me on the shoulder. He's like, sir, I realized that, you didn't want to talk to me earlier. Yeah, no shit. My new street, I forgot about that. Just staring down. Oh shit. So he continued to try to convert me to Jehovah's Witness, and finally, I don't know why is Jehovah's Witness in Reno. That's what I want to fucking know. Finally, the biggest asshole thing I've ever done in my life. I just turned to him and I said, shut the fuck up. I'm tired. I don't want to. I want to fucking listen to you. So I get off the airplane in Spokane. I'm like, come here. And I'm walking my car, and this dude's parked like literally next to me. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Oh my god. So I go up to him and apologize to him. Like, listen, dude, I just had a really long day. I sat at the airport for 8 hours. He's like, oh, I understand. He's like, fuck off. Not goddamn. So that's my funny story. I'm pretty much, I don't know what else to say. But Lance is talking. He's gonna do what he always does. And Doc's not even listening. Thank you so much for laughing. I appreciate that. I got a little nervous there again. All right, guys, thank you. So the only joke the guy gets to laugh at. Jeez. Hey, nobody paid attention to his pocket. Those little Chinese kids that made his shirt didn't realize it was the wrong color. All right, so Jason, I'm amazed you made it. You know? I'm surprised you're not bitching at everybody. It's not that I don't love you, but I don't. Alright, so we're moving on. By the way, Cody, are you on your phone? What is he doing? Wait, now I'm excited. This might go somewhere. Are we showing boobs? No? We're not. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Just making sure. Yeah, let's turn this into the drug. Where's Kit's at? Where's Christy at? So she keeps disappearing. You can't sue me. This is a different venue. Okay? You showed up here. You did. I didn't bring you here. So giant guy in the neon tank top, we're gonna fight later. I got a haircut. Makes me more aerodynamic, bitch. Yeah, you. Oh, Sharon's here. So if you haven't realized it and you don't know who I am or all these people are, we all work together, and this is basically like a fucking house party. Yeah! We all work in the service industry. We're all weird. I was describing it to Herbal earlier. We call her Herbal because she just can't get off the weed. And we're all in this industry and we're all fucked up, and the reason why we're all fucked up is because we don't want to be like those people that we give food to. We hate them. We hate them. There's a lot of rumors and things going around about what people do to your food before they give it to you. They like pull their pubes out, put it in there, they sneeze on it, or they do whatever, movies and shit like that. We don't do it, but we want to. Well, you don't do it, I do it. All right, man. So we have the only actual professional comedian here. His forehead is so big we call it a 5-head. The other night at the drive-in movie theater, the screen fell down and he was a hero. He stood up there and they showed the movie on his forehead. It was amazing. He's gonna...
Out of place, like I'm the only pair of brown shoes with a black tuxedo, because I'm the only person that doesn't work at Dockside that's here right now. But if you did work at Beverly's in 1989, you would know who I am. Rick Powers is an asshole. Exactly, somebody agrees with me. I can appreciate the beautiful ladies at the front table, mainly because the stage, I'm pretty short compared to the Jolly Green Giant right here. So I can actually see up your skirt, which is cool. Fuck yeah, I love Hollister. Some good shit. And the last time I took a shower with someone jerking off in it, I had to pay $50. That was a good time though. I helped him finish. Dude, it's been 9 minutes. The water's cold. He's like, come on, guys. Ridiculous. It's pretty awesome. I actually can relate to a lot of the ladies in here. I'm married to a very young gal, early 20s. Yeah, it's pretty cool until you have to start teaching her to stop finger painting on the walls and shit. The other day, she tried to take the adult locks off the cable channels. I was like, no, no. Walked up to her, I'm like, 1, 2. Go to your room. Oh yeah, that's right, I'm your daddy. Go ahead. It's good stuff. I don't know, there's something different. Because I was married to an old bitch who was kind of mean before. So I got a divorce and I married a young one. And sex is different when you're younger. Like, you want to have it, which is a good thing, which is totally different than my ex-wife, which is good. But my first wife didn't ever want to have sex hardly, and she wasn't very vocal in bed at all. She was the type of gal that when when you got intimate, she wouldn't make that much noise, but occasionally if I leaned in close enough, I could hear her snore. My current wife's a little bit different. She likes going at it, she goes crazy, she gets in all sorts of positions, and she yells shit like, fuck me like an animal, fuck me like an animal. And I had just watched Star Wars that day. So I chose Chewbacca. So I was behind her like, and I stopped, I was like, I'm gonna come. She's like, Chewie, no! Copy that, Red Leader. The 9 guys that have watched Star Wars together. That's like an awesome Star Wars reference to make me seem like a fucking nerd. I don't know. I tell you what. Good. You guys are a good crowd. I like you guys. It's awesome. I tell you what, I met a lesbian earlier, and I have to tell you, I've been a lesbian my whole life. Except for the time I jerked that dude off in the shower. I have always liked eating vagina in comparison to just about anything else. And I am I'm not losing my hair, but I have a big forehead because Lance is an asshole. Why don't you disappear now, dick? But I used that Bosley Medical shit. You see that commercial? Like, oh, Bosley Medical, we have all your solutions, right? So they have this stuff you can shake on your head that like covers all your bald spots, right? See? I'm so old, yeah. You're gonna go through 19 more jobs in the next 4 months. Fuck off. I have a mortgage and no dreams. Fuck you. What's going on? It's like, I work out with Abercrombie. Look at me flex. Yeah, you like the gym, I like Doritos. So what? It's all good. So I decided to use the Bosley shake hair stuff because I didn't have that much of a bald spot, but I was going down on my lady the other day and I felt like a little 70s porn, right? So I kind of just dabbled a little on her, gave her a little landing strip, like that's not enough, you know? Shaking that shit on her, gave her the full like Ron Jeremy fucking 1974 push, you know? It was nasty as hell, but when I went down on it, I came back up with a nice full goatee, which is like a win-win. Shit's not even real. Oh man, thanks to the bartenders for making sure nobody understands what any of us are saying. That's cool. Keep drinking, because Lance is broke as shit because he works at Dockside. I love the fact that the Dockside people don't give a shit at how much you slam Dockside. Like, yeah, fuck you, I gotta work at 10 a.m. This is some stupid shit. Have some chicken. You pick up the most random things. My mom bought me lawn darts for Christmas.
My mom's even here.
What are you guys talking about? Merry Christmas.
Yeah. We're here.
I'm not necessarily the best father. It sounds like we're doing a comedy show at the New York Stock Exchange. To all the assholes in the back, congratulations. Yeah, nobody else wanted to hear it, man. Just keep talking about your board shorts. I'm longboarded today, dude. Dude, you're not out of the driveway. It's not a very long board. How many women have nipple piercings in here? Anybody? What are you doing later? You have nipple piercings? He has a second set of titties. The biggest set of titties in here. It's pretty nice. Pretty awesome. You have piercings? Man, I tell you what, when I get divorced. Friend request. Yeah. Oh, you know what's going down. I'll send you dick pics and everything because my phone has a zoom on it. Just go, like, oh, it looks big. Pulled out my pants that first night, it's like, really disappointed. No, honestly, I feel like I'm kind of a bad father because I wasn't there for any of the doctor's appointments. And you know, I didn't go to any of the checkups, and I wasn't there for the conception. Kind of shitty. That's terrible. Three things that you don't ever want to call a baby when it first comes out of your wife's vagina. Number one, whole hobbit. Number two, vagina gremlin. And number three, not mine. Thanks so much, guys. You have a great night. Have fun. Here's my name.
Well, that was weird. I'm kind of getting sick about jokes about me a little bit. So I'm going to make a joke about our beloved. The mama. The mama Adaksa. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say that. Because I can't. She had a cat removed from her vagina. Recently. Yeah. She grew one. I'm not even going to say her name, but she loves cats so much. Bobby, are you here? With all that pussy in the house, I'm amazed you don't get laid more. Oh boy. Now front row's filling up. Caleb Yasani, first day of work, was in fucking jail. You're welcome. Yeah, saved your job. Yeah. And I can't get a fucking discounted martini at Emery, you dick. How about, you know, yeah, a little something extra. Yeah. You owe your career to me if that's what you call it. It's Tim Wilson's birthday. Everybody, thank God he's 21 years old. Now he can work at Splash. Wait, Splash closed. So,
How many members are being saved?
it's right, you know, I mean, and there's less babies this year. So it's not, is it too soon? No, it's not too soon. Okay. It sucks that Splash closed because now all the high schoolers have to drink it mixed. I'm looking at you, Emma. I hope they pass the hat around for that fine. Yeah, you can't tonight. Okay. So, moving on. Kayla, I thought you were hungover. Okay, drink that beer. You'll be alright, baby. Just drink it.
I do it grand day, all day, talking on that Bombay. And I got my cup filled, you see how them bucks peel, young pimp. See I
Is it
We have
or Simfire?
one of my best friends. I really consider him to be my best friend. He just never cares what I do. I'm like, I hit a squirrel and fucked it, and he's like, cool, bro. And that's one thing I just absolutely love about people that can be accepting of who you are. Gerard, I think you're cool even though you got green shorts. Let's please listen to and respect one of the best men that I know. John, my head is too big for my body. Come on up, buddy.
That's all I really came up with. Spent 3 fucking weeks on that. I was going on this, then over this last minute. It was good. My name's Johnny Black. Actually, my last name is Emery. Some of you know that, some of you don't. Black was a given name. Also wear size 13. I'll let you connect the dots. It's alright. I'll get you after the show. I'm a visual aid. Anyway, this is my first time doing stand-up. In Coeur d'Alene. That's what you say when it's your first time doing stand-up. It's alright, I figured it was kind of like the first time with sexual intercourse. Except now I have 8 minutes to kill. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You bought me a shot, thank you. This is totally gonna destroy things. So I was at this house party and got sideswiped by a deer. As you can figure, no insurance. What was that to do? Have you ever got somebody's looking at you and they're just like I'm wasting their time? Yeah. So my public defender was giving that look on the case of Black versus Mother Nature. As it turns out, he was correct. Case got thrown out. Evidently, you need a mailing address. I said, hey, save yourself a stamp. Just toss it in the woods. You son of a bitch! Are we in Boise? Are we in Boise? I think it's we're in Boise right now. How are you, lovely? She moved to Boise and she's back. It's been 3 weeks. So, I got a roommate that actually wanted to pay for cable, which is awesome because I don't. Reality TV. It's kind of interesting. It's not really reality TV. You never hear them talk about anything that is real. There's not sports, which I hear people talk about, or music at myself. Honestly, does Snooki not know that she's a whore? She should. Been watching The Bachelor. Don't judge me, gentlemen. I've also been watching The Bachelorette. I prefer The Bachelor because there's like 30 chicks, whereas The Bachelorette there is 30 dudes that act like chicks. I don't get it. But I watch. I also drink beer. I think that's what helps it go along. As you guys know, I work in a restaurant, wait tables, do that thing with the majority of this bar. Service industry! Woo! Service dogs. I love dogs. There's two ways you can go about this. You either love cats, me, there's one person in the bar, and you love dogs. I love dogs. I respect dogs. They're great. I just don't understand a Pomeranian that has deemed themselves to be a service dog. What the hell are you gonna do? It's like, oh, master just got a seizure. I'm gonna pee on him. Only if there's a jellyfish involved does that work. And honestly, it's like you have a service dog that you have to carry around. Who's the service dog here? The dog's on cloud 9, like they feed me. I asked for a milkshake the other day. Got it. Just put it in a little bowl. We're good. We're good. Raise your hand if you are intolerant to gluten. Because I'm intolerant to those motherfuckers. 10 years ago, there was no gluten intolerance. People just went around living lives like they normally would. Now it's like, oh, I'm gluten intolerant. What I love is like, where we work, it's like, oh, I can't eat gluten, but I'll get fries, and they're fried in the same oil as everything else. Oh, well, that's fine. I had this one chick, I shit you not. She asked for a gluten-free burger, and she's like, well, I need fries, and just make it all just regular, just the way it is. Send that away. Done.
Crystal. Can I get a drink?
Alright, so let's get real, folks. There is a group that comes in and you look at them and you know right away you're not gonna make a fucking time off of them. I'm not saying race, I'm not saying sex, I'm not saying time of day. But I have created a game, and it is called Russian Roulette. Some of you know this, and it's where you drop the tab, all your friends, $2 pull. Closest to the actual tip that they tip you wins the pot. It's the only time that I have wished for a $0 tip because that's what I bet on. And I've yet to win. It happens. It's it's good. It's good for morale. People like it. I've even got different departments in on it. So what do you guys know about 1856? I don't know shit about it either. I Googled it last night. That's when the toilet was actually patented. Goes back to the 1500s. I'm not going to get into it because I did not research it. Since the late 1800s, guys have figured out that you piss in the toilet, it's good to go. Whereas the ladies have fallen in the toilet since then. Only till quite recently. I don't know who like brought this up and said this is what we need to do, but we need to hover. We need to hover over the toilets. Hover you down. Hey, you know, ladies, I give you props. I know you're jealous. We can stand up and pee. But it's like, we got super soakers, you've got a party popper. The only thing I can offer you is Cheerios. That doesn't work for you. You can't see the Cheerio. Any guy here knows. You gotta make yourself a target. And you hit the target. So we all are. And it's not like we're a bad aim, we're just lazy. Alright, Facebook, the Chive. It's like, no, yes, send, no. That is what happens, and I don't know. No Cheerios, no Chive, no Facebook. It might be a clean bathroom environment. Had one girl come out of the men's room, and I was like, see? Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Things are gonna get fucking weird. So, one of my favorite people in this building is, her name is Brianna Robeson. I'm gonna talk a little bit about, it's a service industry night. I'm gonna talk about the service industry a little bit. How kind of fucked up it is, how many different personalities we have. We all have to listen up for one moment. Come on, get up. Because what I need to know in this room, because I've always been curious, please raise your hand if you have slept with Brianna Robeson.
such a slut. With the best titties ever, as Ann said. She had sex with Tiger Woods and gave him the golf clap. No, but seriously, folks. I've seen those movies. So, yeah, that's all I have for you. It is. Sorry. A lot of things that I feel like talking about, that I feel like addressing, is the different and wonderful personalities that we have in the service industry. And it's because you all are in the service industry. Energy talking about my hair. Dude, cut your fucking hair, bro. Because I just want to come to work and not get bitched at. That's it. But the energy that's expended when your boss comes to you, and then that boss comes to the other boss, and then they all talk about it, and somebody has to go, T, man, cut your fucking hair, dude. Easy. And it's not because I don't love him, because he's a very deep, philosophical person. It's like, dude, this bitch sucks, man. She gave me 15%. He's like, yeah, but how did her mother treat her? I so wish I had a longboard with 6 wheels. Because it would, like, make it different. My hair blows, flying through the streets. Alright, that's enough for you. So all the different personalities, the people who make shit up, you know? Like I was one of those as a server. I still am. I walk up to people, I'm like, yeah, just saving for the big trip to Germany. Or, I do love a warm cup of chocolate. Her skin color is actually the color of clam chowder. New England style. See, it took me months to build up to that. Months. I look ahead. So, the different personalities. There's the asshole, like, you know, big in your face guy. I'm not gonna say, wait. Occasionally I'm possessed by a spirit of a server named Remy Sandazo. I thought I felt it coming on, but it's over now. Don't worry. My lips tend to purse, and I feel like I'm near the Hudson. Geographically, that's where Jersey is. Shit. We all have that server, you never know what to expect. That's Remy. She walks in one day and you go, hey girl, you look cute. She's like, I know, it's spunky and bats. And then the next day it's like, oh my god. This woman had her coffee refilled like 3 fucking times. I can't take it. I can't do this. I can't do it. It's like, Jesus, man, pull your string. If you don't work in a restaurant, you're not having fun.
Was it good?
So, thank God, Remy's not there. So we have the person, we have the hippie protagonist. We have the Jersey Shore freak. I don't know, whatever it is. Stop calling me Snooki! We have the Queen Bee. We all know who She's actually had sex with me before. She raped me. Yeah, she raped me. She has a penis. So, no, but here's the thing about that queen bee that we love so much, and it's that she holds us all accountable for about 3 days a month. Oh, she's so mad at me right now. I have literally had the queen bee come up to me and say, we need to gut and kill and eat the organs of Section 5. And I'm like, dude, is it that time of the month? I'm glad Tim's not a daddy. Jeez. God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna finish. She's gonna figure it out. Okay, so let's move to some personal shit. I love you. Oh, she's out. She's there. I love you. So I fairly recently in my life have been divorced. But I will never say anything bad about my ex. What? Where is it? Oh, she's right there. So I'm dating a girl, and it's kind of weird because I was married for so long, and it was real boring, ugly. And it takes a little time to get used to a new person in the house, you know? Because girls, they have a place for everything, you know, and they feel like the silverware drawer should be here and the coffee maker should be over here. And so I get up one morning and I'm like tired, I feel like shit, and I'm trying to make coffee. And I'm not paying attention, so I open up the drawer that used to be where I got my spoons to stir it. And it's now the dildo drawer. Why do we have a dildo drawer? And why is it in the kitchen? Sorry, babe. I know. By the way, I made that up. It's not in the kitchen, it's in the bedroom. There's a dildo drawer. But it's not in the kitchen. So then there's, women have a lot of like, you know how dogs piss on trees to tell you where they're at, like it's their territory? Women use bobby pins. They do. I'm walking through the house, I'm like, what the fuck was that? It's a bobby pin. They buy them by, you all know what I'm talking about. You bitches, you all have 1,000 bobby pins in your hair right now. And what happens is you come home and you go like this, and they're everywhere. They're everywhere. You know, Brian, right? See? They only sell them in one color, even though women have different colors of hair. Really? Here's the thing about my house. I'm either stepping in wiener dog piss or bobby pins. Because the dogs, they like to show where they're at. So I have this problem today. It's my button on my shirt. You've noticed it. You brought it up. So I'm thinking to myself, I just need a bobby pin. I'll put it on this because I really wanted to wear this shirt. I was so happy. It feels nice. And I wanted to put a bobby pin on it, and I could put the thing through here because the hole's too big. You know? Do you know what I could not find for 45 fucking minutes? A bobby pin. I literally eat bobby pins. They're in my food. And I can't find one at the button of my fucking shirt. Not now, Lingard. No, but there's a whole bunch of... No, please do not throw your bobby pins towards the stage. Please. So I absolutely love who I used to call my girlfriend, but I now call my fiancé. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Super hot. We have sex all the time. Super horny all the time. Because when I was married, I didn't have sex. Sometimes I make her leave her glasses on. But there's so much love there. So I'm walking through the house. I got my coffee. I had the dildo drawer experience. And I get into the bathroom and there's cords everywhere. Women also love cords, right? There's hair dryer cords, and there's curling iron cords, and there's straightener cords, and all these fucking cords everywhere. You know what I have a cord for? Nothing. And my life is so sad because I'm so tired, and I get caught up in these cords, and I do a header into the fucking bathroom. And I'm bleeding, and I'm naked, and I'm so sad. And all I can do is stir my coffee with the dildo that I took out. Okay, that didn't happen. But it would have been good, right? So, restaurant-wise, personality-wise, what do we do besides enjoy warm cups of clam chow chow? The personalities that we have, so we have the biggest prick I have ever met running the kitchen at the restaurant that I work at. He yells and screams, he's an asshole, he never says please or thank you, but he writes poetry, and that's why we love him. That's why we love him. He was sitting next to my girlfriend earlier, and I said, you guys look like the number 10. I'm so glad you showed up, Jason. I know how you hate crowds, and I really do just love you. I do just love you. Did you look in the mirror before you came out, Caleb? I just noticed your weird fucking outfit. That's weird. Don't wear horizontal stripes, bro. Ever. No, never do that. Oh, Mr. Rich Guy whose buttons work. Awesome for you. Of course, I took that pay cut when I went into management. What? Should have stayed a server, yeah. I couldn't do it anymore. You know why? Because I started getting real bitchy with people. I did. It's the same reason why I'm not allowed to run the hostess stand up there. People are like, hey, there's 20 of us with 19 high chairs and wheelchair access, please. Right now, did we need a reservation? You're fucking stupid. If you have lived your entire life and you do not realize that you should make a reservation at a restaurant, where the fuck have you been? On a forest? Oh my God. These people, and I just look at them and I go, well, you did. Brianna goes, go away. Just go away. I'll take care of it. Hi, Brianna. I'm long and super cute. I'm cheers. Well, get it. Oh, and she's skinny too. Oh, fuck. But it showed up at 7:05. But it's my right. What just happened? Everybody disappeared for a minute. That was weird. I felt like I was real sweaty. So I'm either gonna pay for this. I know that Billy Joe's gonna kick my fucking ass. Here's the thing about me that you have to know. You have to know it. If I like you, I'm gonna make fun of you. I'm gonna. If I don't like you, I'm fake nice. I am. Oh, good to see you. You look great today. And in my mind, I'm like, you're a fucking boring idiot.
Now we know. You're just trying to save your ass right now.
Yeah, well. Wait a minute, what day is it? She's due. Oh, so mad. So mad. So. I actually made it. This is really funny. I'm not going to mention any names. Somebody already did. But I used to make a point of going and telling the head of HR how nice her boobs was. I did. Yeah. All the time. I did all the time. Because we're all normal. I mean, you know, you can sue me all you want, but I don't have any fucking money. What are you going to do? Are you going to garnish my paycheck and take $2 a month for the rest of your life? Way to go. Jesus. Alright. So, I'm feeling like my voice is getting a little Brad. I have to make fun of Brad because I want him to know I like him. I have never seen somebody so obsessed with Muhammad. He was angry that I hadn't seen him. He didn't speak to me for a week. You haven't seen the fucking Muhammad? Like, well, you know, I read the book when I was young. It's alright. Right? Yeah. Nice cats. So, Brad, there, that's my little thing for you. Brad and I would do this every time. I'll watch the movie. I'm gonna do a marathon tonight. I'm gonna need a bunch of weed. I got you! And Anne's got it for me. Anne's got it for me. What? Acid, hold on. I'll take some acid, Brad, thank you. Is that why you get so angry when too many gooeyes come in? Because you're on acid. You're like, oh my god, the chocolate obsession still looks like a pile of shit with cum on it. That's an industry inside joke. Mr. I'm gonna fight your ass. Just kidding, bro, seriously. I run from fights because I like my face, and I'm bad at fighting. I end up looking like a drunk chick. Like slapping a lot. I slap a lot. So we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna try to do this. Probably Ryan Black's gonna be up here. Probably Brianna Rhodes is gonna be there. I'm gonna end it like this, and it's because I can never come up with my own original material. All those jokes you heard. We're gonna do this. I want to answer one question from the crowd. Just one question. Think of a good question. I'm gonna answer it. Could be about anything that you could possibly think of, and I'm gonna end on that. Raise your hand for a question. Who's got one? You guys suck. Where the fuck do you go? What do you mean? That's a really solid question, Matt. That's a really solid question. About 50 hours of my week is walking around a restaurant. Okay? What? It's nicer when Brianna's there because she offsets that weird smell that Jason has. I just made that up. So, let me tell you where I go. I go anywhere where I don't have to see you motherfuckers. That's where I go. Because I hate my name every day that I go to work. Because it's like, Lance, oh my God. My table wants to pay half price for brunch. Why the fuck would they do that? I don't understand. Can you talk to them? My table said, I want my steak medium, but like medium plus. It's like this. Like this, you do this, and it didn't come out that way. What do? I don't know, you need to talk to them. So I walk up to the fucking thing, and I've had this weird epiphany like a year ago where I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go through my life and I'm gonna talk to people and I'm really not gonna give a shit. And I don't know how I get away with it. I don't. But people leave happy after I talk to them. So I walk up to this lady and I go, I'm sorry man, what happened with your steaks? Well, the thing is I asked for a medium plus. And I said, maybe you could poke on your hand and then tell them, you know, that I want like this poke on your hand, but then I think her hand must be different than mine because my steak is all fucked up and I'm mad. And I go, man, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do for you. The first thing I'm gonna do for you is I'm gonna have them recook your steak because the first one fell on the ground anyways and we didn't want to tell you. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to walk back into that kitchen and I'm going to grab the man who cooks steaks and I'm going to chop his fucking head off. Because you are upset. I'm going to chop his hand off and I'm going to throw it on the grill and I'm going to cook it and I'm going to feed it to his stupid face. And a lot of times, people go, maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe things aren't perfect in this world. And those are the people. Because a lot of times they'll realize. I'll tell them I'm going to feed his fucking hand to them. And then I say, I'm going to fire the server. I'm going to fire their ass. They're done. They're done. They should have realized that this meant medium plus. Well, don't fire anybody. I don't want to ruin someone's life. You just ruined mine. Shut the fuck up and eat your steak. You ate half of it. Finger, what do you want?
What's your favorite part of your job?
What's my favorite part of my job? Boobies. Boobies. I know, Rand was like, would you stop being creepy? You're gonna get sued. Well, if you'd show your boobs more, I wouldn't have to look at everybody else's. God. I'm gonna pull out my phone and look at pictures of boobs. That's real fucked up, dude. So I'm gonna get off stage now. I think that we're gonna probably do a little bit of this like once a month. I think it's great. You guys stay around, drink shots, did tips